Midnight session, midnight session, midnight session, and we're coming back to you.
Hi, this is CJ Singh.
And Adrian Fletcher. If it's a female, a male is going to see there is no substance except for the looks. So while she's sitting there pulling on that weave or her hair and batting her eyes, what they actually see is a very ignorant female.
Someone that's insecure. So
there's no substance.
Yeah, so we want to build them up on the inside. We don't want to just, the physical part of them.
Right.
Because what happens is, and we see this especially
every day.
We see it every day, but especially here in Las Vegas, a lot of the kids, they are basing everything on how they look. And so the substance inside, and I think we talked about it in the last show, the young man that didn't know what 5 + 5 was.
Right.
And so
the
no matter,
8-year-old.
so no matter how cute he was, no matter how handsome he was, no matter how good looking he was, this fella didn't know what 5 + 5 was. He didn't even know what 2 + 2 was.
Exactly.
And this is an 8-year-old. So what we're saying is that yes, they might be cute, they might be handsome, they might be pretty, all of that stuff. But more importantly, teach your kids something. Make sure your kid is doing their homework. We see these kids
no books
running around, no books, but they're hanging out all evening, but there are no books. So you have to put it in their heads. I used to tell my kids that your job is school. School is your job. So you do have a job, and that is to make sure that your kids are doing their homework. Guys, we're losing. We gotta win. Plug education into your kids.
Now, as you guys know, we're in Las Vegas. Education for kids is a serious factor. Las Vegas, or Nevada, is ranked 44th in the nation.
It is the absolute worst. And they may not like this. City Council may not like this.
But it's the truth.
I know. But, we say some things that are controversial on this show, and this is something they may not like. But, yes, the school system is very terrible. So, with your child being here in the Las Vegas area, you need to make sure that you're plugging into your kids to read your books, do your homework, sit down with them. And it's such a busy place, parents say they don't have time. But you got time to do everything else. So you want to make sure that you're giving the kids that proper education. And most importantly, the attention so they know what's going on in the world.
Yes. So we are going to be discussing that. And I think at this point, because there has been a lot of things that have been alarming. As I'm not sure if I shared with you guys, there was this 23-year-old young lady. She was in a bad relationship, so she set out to get pregnant to trap her boyfriend. Needless to say, the relationship did not last. As soon as she uttered those words, "I'm pregnant," he never was in love with her. So one night, he left. They still was living together, and he left. She ran out of their place. In the middle of the driveway, she's screaming at the top of her lungs, "I love you, and I don't believe that you are doing this to me." The next day, I seen this female that is pregnant running down the parking lot, barefoot, hair not combed, and she's crying because he's leaving her.
Right, chasing after him in the street. And so, young ladies, I want to tell you that there is no man in the world worth you chasing after.
Because you're disrespecting yourself.
If they don't love you, they certainly don't like you. And actions speak louder than words. If they're treating you wrong and they're hitting on you, and that's another issue we're going to be talking about very shortly. About that hitting stuff. You better keep your damn hands to yourself.
And once again, Las Vegas,
and that's for the women.
Number 6.
And women are hitting men too. So it's not just the man hitting women.
We've seen that.